What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Hip Hop Headlines Haven. Today, we breaking down the 50-month sentence Sean Diddy Combs just got, why the charges, what they found, and how the culture reacting. This one's deep. Before we start, make sure you hit the like, the bell, and tap in so you won't miss the latest. Let's get it. So here's the setup. On October 3rd, 2025, Diddy was hit with a 50-month federal prison sentence after being convicted on 2 prostitution-related counts. He was acquitted on more serious counts like sex trafficking and racketeering. The judge, Aaron Subramanian, let me know if I pronounced that right, called this behavior abusive and manipulative, saying that Diddy used his power and status to exploit people. Diddy himself stood there remorseful, apologizing to his family, getting emotional. But this ain't happening in a vacuum. Diddy's been under the microscope for years. Accusations, lawsuits, raids on his properties, and a legacy that swings from mogul to controversial figure. We gotta see the sentencing as more than punishment. It's accountability for people who said he crossed lines. Cassie Ventura, one of his accusers, responded saying trauma isn't erased, but this decision means something. Meanwhile, legal experts are split. Some say 50 months is too short, others says it's a strong message. And now the reactions. Man, they all over the place. 50 Cent wasting no time. He had some trolling cryptic IG posts like, hey, whoever was booking Diddy for speaking engagements, I heard he won't be able to make it. I'm available. And then followed up with, damn, them lawyers told Puff he was coming home today. He paying all kind of money. They robbed him. 50 and Diddy's rivalry still on fire. And at that, fans are debating whether the show sentence is fair or too soft for someone of Diddy's influence. Victims see justice, defenders see overreach. This moment could shift how hip-hop figures are held accountable. This is bigger than one man. It's about power, legacy, and who gets to get away with that. Alright, y'all, what you think? Too much? Too little? Or just right? Is 50 Cent being extra with the trolling? Should he cut Puff a little slack instead of kicking him while he down? Drop your take in the comments. Thanks for locking in with me. Don't slip. Subscribe and tap in for the next video only. We got more heat coming. Peace.
Diddy got 4 years. Damn! 50 months to be exact. However, that's petty. Y'all gave him the exact number of 50, knowing 50 Cent was trolling him for the longest during his trial, ever since he got hemmed up. Petty, 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 stay woke. Let me stop. I'm not one of them. I'm not about to go that deep into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. But compared to what they were trying to get him, which was like life, because he avoided the serious charges, a win is a win. I'm lying. This ain't a win, brother. This is not a win, brother. You know, I'm not praying on your downfall, but from all the stories I heard, you know what I'm saying? You know, some things catch up with you, brother. The prosecution said he scheduled public appearances as early as next week. Like, Diddy really thought he was out of there. He really thought he was out of there. Earlier reports from what I read, that, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to get him on 6 to 7. You know what I'm saying? He faced up to 11, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Respectful. Diddy, you ain't getting out till you close to 60, bro. Damn.
Listen, I know all y'all been seeing, Diddy sentencing all over social media, but I'm gonna say my little 2 cents. Mr. Bad Boy for Life just got hit with 50 months. And a lot of people try to figure that out. 4 years and 2 months behind them Fed walls. Now look, he don't did 14 months, so they knocked it off. So he just got to do like 36. But listen, he didn't get charged for all the RICO stuff, but that prostitution charge, that one stuck, and the judge was not playing. Probably could have gave him more, but they did cut it short. He did get a chance to speak. His kids spoke. He stood up in court talking about how ashamed he was, how sick his past was. He said he wanted to do better. Cool. But listen, it's consequences behind that lifestyle. So this is a lesson for everybody thinking money make you untouchable. Maybe for a little while, but the game don't change. Fame don't save you no more. So free whoever deserve it and hold whoever guilty accountable. Cause Diddy gone, but the culture is still watching. Heavy. So take notice for the ones out here. There's consequences to your actions. That's it. That's all.
Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced by the judge in his case for prostitution charges. 4 years and 2 months. He already has 12 months time served in the Metropolitan Detention Center in New York. So he's probably looking at 3 years. Maybe with good behavior, who knows, he might get 1 or 2 years. This is a super light sentence considering what that bastard did. He was insane. The abuse, the pain that he created for many women and men was pretty horrific. The testimonies were pretty heavy. I personally think that this country never does right by women who have been abused by the system. So, I don't know. At least he's getting some jail time. He apologized during his sentencing, saying that he was broken to his core. Complete bullshit. I don't believe anything that man says. But that's what he manifested in court. The lawyers were looking for a sentencing of 14 months, so obviously it didn't go how they wanted. But to be perfectly honest, as an attorney, I've seen a lot of these cases. He got off light, considering the horrible shit he did. So, that is it. At least victims get some sort of justice, but he's going to prison. Que tengan buen día.
50 Cent continues to prove over and over again that he truly is the worst person to beef with, as he has already gone on to troll Diddy after finding out that he was sentenced to over 4 years in prison. That's right, man. So in case you have not heard, Diddy was actually just sentenced to over 50 months in prison. That is over 4 years total, with him also receiving an over $500,000 fine. And well, 50 Cent would waste no time, as he would immediately go on to troll Diddy on Instagram. Right behind me, you can see what 50 Cent ended up posting, and it's actually a sketch from the Diddy trial. The sketches of Diddy crying during his sentence earlier today. And 50 Cent goes on to caption the picture, "Hey, to whoever was booking Diddy to speak over the weekend, I'm free." He is referencing the fact that Diddy was so confident that he was getting out today that he actually had multiple events planned for next week. Him allegedly having multiple speaking events planned in Miami. And well, since Diddy is clearly not making it, 50 Cent made it very clear that he is fully available. I just know 50 Cent somewhere in his house just laughing, posting all of this stuff, bro.
You already know Peace and Balance is your boy Bang'em Smurf, you know what I mean? Well, my reaction to the Diddy trial, you know, free Diddy. You know how it go. He was definitely an entrepreneur, pioneer. He put on for the hip-hop game for years. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, let me get this out the way. Females is more vicious than men by nature. More wicked, more vicious, all that by nature, you heard? And that's all facts, you heard? These females knew what they was getting into, and they was doing it for years. So, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't got no sympathy for no females that was getting paid for their actions, and then when things get sour, they want to play victim, and that's what these females do, play victim. I'm not saying Diddy was right for what he did, but at the end of the day, these females knew what they was getting into, you dig? But I find 4 years was fair. Let him go sit down and figure his, you know what I mean, his shit out. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, I find the judge was kind of lenient on him. So at the end of the day, free Diddy, you know what I mean? Free Diddy. And y'all females got to do better. Pick your men more wisely. 100.